Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler, where we chat all the latest reality TV gossip and Jeff Lewis Live, of course. I've got a little bit of a new setup. I'm trying to make things a little better for y'all. Welcome if you're new. I am on Instagram Live, shout out Chumpettes, and on YouTube Live. Tell me on YouTube if I'm looking in the camera. Like, I know, I'm so pitiful, but I think I'm looking in the camera there, whereas I normally think I would look in the center of the thing. But anyways, I'm trying to make things a little more profesh for y'all. I've got my YouTube going this way. Everyone said that was a better thing. Why it took me a year to figure that out, I do not know. Of course, I've only been going Instagram Live for a year. I've really added in YouTube simulcasting, I guess you would call it, maybe the last 5 or 6 months. I don't even know how long. Anyways, shout out everybody. Thank you for joining me live. It is way more fun to join live. Get comfortable in comments. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you think. Let me know. I am looking. Thank you, Darla. Shout out for letting me know that I am looking in the camera on YouTube. This goes up as a replay immediately. So if you join in the middle, the end, the beginning, don't worry. Everything is available instantly under Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So let's get started with shout out news. There is so much going on. It's not all good, y'all. The feuding amongst the podcasters. OMG. Okay, so let's start with the Heather McDonald and Justin Martindale stuff that I've been talking about for weeks. We knew some rumblings were going on. I'm not going to recap all of it because I've got all the videos up so you can look at it there. Last night, he posted an Instagram story and basically saying that tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific time, he is going to post a free podcast on his Just Saying with Justin Martindale, available wherever you can get it. Oh, somebody let me know in comments. Is he on YouTube? I would love to watch it on YouTube. I need to go over there and check to see if it is, because I love a video option if it is. Anyways, but today someone shared to me, shout out M, someone shared with me a comment he put in his Facebook fan group. I think he since deleted it, but I don't really know. It talks about you think you know, but you don't really know. All the gaslighting, the jealousy, the unaccountability, and the backstabbing. We know he's talking about. Oh, he is on YouTube. Good. So I'm going to check out. Is it called Just Saying, or is it Justin Martindale? I'll Google it, whatever it is. Thank y'all for letting me know that. Anyways, I don't know. It's getting so, the drama amongst the podcasters. Sort of related is Heather McDonald's Juicy Scoop dropped today. She had on UpandAdam, who is Adam Newell. He's got some drama that I guess has been brewing since right before BravoCon last year, but they hadn't really talked it out. They hadn't done anything. Thank you for buying a badge. That is so sweet. I really appreciate when y'all buy badges and the super stickers and all that stuff on YouTube. Thank you sincerely. It really means the world to me. So I guess he's had this drama brewing with Zack Peter, who is, I know him because, I know of them both. Clearly, they're both huge, very, very popular podcasters. I think I learned about him first when he was like going Instagram Live or something months ago, maybe the summer. I don't even remember, with that guy, Patrick Summers. Remember that guy? That was some drama. Who knows what that guy was? And then I think that's when I learned about him. So I guess they were supposed to do a live show together. They were very friendly. They had a falling out. They hadn't really talked. They were both at the Sheena Shea live show the other day at Bourbon Room. Clearly, UpandAdam was there to like host it. And then Zack says he was invited by Sheena Shea. Sheena Shea had on Heather McDonald. See how this all intermingles? Like, it's all, thank you, Ray. It's all whatever. So Heather McDonald is recorded with Sheena Shea. So you would think maybe she sides with UpandAdam, because then on today's podcast, she has UpandAdam, who's been on before. Now, I don't know. I did watch Zack. So whoever let me know, thank you so much. It was also in the Daily Dose of Donna Facebook group. So make sure you're in that. She's got all the good scoop. She had chatted about it on her live yesterday, but I often don't get to watch her live until later when my kids get home and I've said hi to them and the husband and all that kind of stuff. So I hadn't watched it yet, but I'm thankful that y'all told me about it during the live yesterday. So Zack Peter's oh my God, what is his called? I think it's just called Zack Peters on YouTube. I hate when people have different names on different things. Anyways, it's a good explanation of his side of it. And then I happened to catch that he went Instagram live last night. He didn't really go into more details about it. But there's definitely a rift there. They're definitely working on something there. I don't know. This whole Heather McDonald thing, people are definitely DMing me saying that, hey, maybe this, thank you, maybe Janice, maybe there's something with Heather being in the middle of it all. But y'all, our beloved Jeff Lewis is always the one in the middle of things, right? So we have to understand that some of our beloveds are always in the mix, are always in the drama, often with their friends and family, right? So we can't deny that Jeff has that going on too, right? Oh my gosh, hold on, I want to read this comment on YouTube. The makeup vloggers actually staged a big conflict years ago, and the drama brought in tons of new viewers. Oh, they faked. Oh, shout out, Donna. They faked the drama. Oh my God, Donna, what are we missing out? Maybe we should fake some drama, right? No, I'm kidding. Oh my God, I am not up for that. I have enough drama with the lovers. I don't need any more drama, right? Anyway, so stay tuned to that. I will definitely be listening live. It'll be 11 o'clock Pacific or Central my time. I will probably stay up and do a recap of it. If you're not up to date on the Heather McDonald, Justin Martindale, I've been talking about it for weeks, but I do have some stories that you can easily find on my YouTube channel, my Instagram, if you scroll down, and then on TikTok. Everything is under Jeff Lewis Obsessed, so make sure to check that out there. More drama. I listen, so you don't have to. The 21-minute podcast, I think it was, of Just Be with Bethenny Frankel. Y'all, she ain't wrong. Now, I love calling out when Bethenny is wrong. I love calling her out on her drama and her crazy, chaotic Bethenny show that launches every Wednesday on her YouTube channel. But she ain't wrong. She's basically ranting about every podcaster is making money, that Scandival is for profit. I've been saying this for forever. Every scandal is for profit. It helps everyone, right? When you have a nice story, oh, let me tell you, watch a video about how I think Kim Zolciak's hair looks so nice at the airport interview on TMZ. Crickets. Nobody would freaking watch. But if I tell you some drama about it, you're going to tune in, right? So like I've been saying, so many people, Ariana herself, I don't know that Tom Sandoval or Rachel Leviss has actually made money off of Scandival. The two that were in the midst of it, I mean, right or wrong, they definitely should be paid a small cut, almost like what do you call that? Like a manager or something, because they definitely fueled a lot of money and put a lot of money into podcasters, vloggers, whatever you want to call them. Bethenny was calling them everything under the book. But basically she's saying every podcaster wants to be number one. And I was number one for weeks with Rachel, and everyone else is just jealous of that. But she's also saying, just like I've talked about with other people, other content creators, as I like to call us, when other people keep talking about it, then you keep talking about it. It's just this spiral, right? So when people tell me, I bet Heather McDonald will make another Patreon about the Justin Martindale thing. I mean, I don't blame her, right? It boils down to money, but it also, in this industry, it boils down to like, oh, I'm going in and out. Oh, that's weird. On Instagram? See, I hate that because it looks all normal to me. I'm freezing. Okay, let me just make sure everything's good. Give me 1 second. I'm on Wi-Fi. Maybe I'll go off Wi-Fi. Let's see if this helps. Sorry about that. Okay. Pause due to poor connection. Am I good on YouTube? Anything going on YouTube? Thank you for letting me know. Freezing. Oh, it's working for other people. Okay, so maybe it was somebody else's stuff. Okay, thumbs up. Thank you. So she's not wrong, right? Tell me what you think. I don't know. If not, she's leaving money on the table, Laura says, right? So we have to give Bethenny freaking Frankel the credit where credit is due. She is doing she's taking it in the ass for everything about Rachel, and she's making bank for it, right? It's just crazy. So she definitely calls it for profit. Then she goes into talking about their split up and how Tom and Ariana have chosen to stay in the same house. She gave a really good explanation of that because she was talking about abandonment. And there's some legal type of thing, but it's not in their case. It was more in the situation of hers, like she had with her ex, Jason Hoppy, in that horrific, long, drawn-out divorce custody battle where you don't want to leave because legally it's considered abandonment or something like that. So she gave a really good explanation of that. She was basically saying, though, Ariana and Tom's situation is so much lighter than everyone else who's like legally married, has children together. That, y'all, and I think those of us who are legally married and have children together, even though I haven't been through a separation or divorce, hopefully never will, it's completely different than Ariana and Tom, right? They were together 9 years. Yes, that's a big deal, but it's not like other people have gone. So I don't know. She says, sorry, not sorry, which, is her just spicy way of saying basically, F you, I'm going to the bank with my cash. But Sarah, it's the way she's saying it, calling the audience stupid. Absolutely, AK Patel. I won't deny that at all. She is definitely in a phase of her life. She has a whole hell of a lot of confidence. She, I don't know, she just talks down to us, right? I feel like she's changed over the years, and I don't know if that's something that she could even prevent. Money has got to change people. I mean, when did she come on Roni? Y'all, when did Roni come on? I don't even know. I've watched all these shows from the beginning. But whatever. She's had so much money for so long and since she left. So, I don't know. I think she's always had that attitude, if you ask me. Okay, Kim Zolciak. She has got to be either the most confident person to just go on her Instagram and post her and Brielle on this crazy Delta One flight. Like, I don't even know. So they live in Atlanta. They were on the tarmac for like 3 hours for some, issue. She doesn't say where she's flying into. I don't know if she flew to New York or LA. She said she was working. So she doesn't ask me anything, which I was dying for. Of course, somebody DM me the question they asked her, like, are you selling your purses? And she was kind of saying it in this snarky, sarcastic way. But of course, Kim didn't pick up on that and answered it. But she's wearing her huge, ginormous wedding ring. And the guy is asking her, like, hey, why are you still wearing your wedding ring? Are you and Croy okay? And she's like, yeah, we're fine. Our family is fine. And Brielle keeps piping in. They've got 6 kids together. Of course, they're going to work it out. Everything is fine. It gave me ain't giving up vibes. It gave me I can't afford to live on my own vibes. It gave me I'm not going to even give any attention to all the drama. It's like she's just completely ignoring it. I have to give her props because I would have cracked. I mean, I cannot imagine how she's so freaking cocky to post her nails getting done. And she's going to these concerts and just as if life is normal, but yet she's been given divorce papers 2 different times. And not only that, she's been told, I want you out of my house. And she's been asked for, Croy is asking for full custody of their 4 little kids. That is crazy. So is she delusional? Is she very confident? We don't even know. I have no idea. It's giving me attention vibes. This is all for a show. I think so. Is Croy asking for child support? I didn't notice that. Is he? I mean, neither one of them freaking working, right? At this point, you got to get a job as a Walmart greeter. You got to have some kind of income going in. For a long time, we've known they have financial issues. Another story came out recently. They owe even more on another credit card. I mean, it's crazy to me how you can post on a Delta One flight that looked so crazy expensive, and yet you can't pay a $2,000 Target bill. Oh my goodness. Kim's classless, no matter how much money she'd managed to waste. Yeah, they definitely want back on reality TV. She alluded in her Ask Me Anythings that she might be doing an ultimate girls trip soon. So I couldn't tell if anyone sees the video that I posted or go to look at the TMZ video. I couldn't tell which airport it was that they were seen in. But I mean, she clearly let somebody know where she was flying to because the paparazzi was waiting for her. She happily talked to them. So all I know is she said she was going to work. So that could have been an LA interview or whatever she was doing, or New York. I'm not really sure. Ask, believe, receive. I mean, I'll start asking for a lot of things if it comes true for Kim Zolciak. I mean, good grief. Anyways, hey, on YouTube, shout out. Let me know if you like. I did turn my iPad landscape. So somebody was putting that in comments yesterday. So I did switch that. So I hope that makes it better. Ew, Mary says, I read somewhere about Kim helping her daughter to be a sugar baby. Ugh. Girls trip is not sustainable income. Actually, I don't know if the numbers are true, but for 7-8 days worth of work, I was told that the Roni people made like $150,000. That's a lot of money for, I mean, shit, she needs anything at this point, right? Even though she claims those purses are selling, we keep seeing the exact same designer purses in the videos. So it ain't selling a lot because we keep re-seeing them. And Croy, is anyone buying Croy's size 13 nasty slides? I don't care if it's worn once. Bleh. Nobody wants your freaking slides. I mean, yes, it is a lot of money. I keep waiting for Kim and the Olders to end up on OnlyFans. She is that low. I mean, Brandy Glanville's over there, so don't be hating on her and stuff. Yes, her daughter is modeling what she saw her mother doing. What is Ariana doing? Does anyone know? I definitely caught part. Somebody reposted. I'm not sure who it was, or I would give them credit, but somebody posted part of I think it was Brielle, the oldest one, an Instagram live that she was on like a week ago. And she was basically saying, oh, I can't wait to tell all my stories. It was alluding to me. I thought that she and maybe Kim were on the outs or something. It could have been just that day. Who knows? We all know mother-daughter relationships can be wonky or by the hour. But clearly, she reposts Brielle a lot more than she does Ariana. So I don't know if Ariana has said, hey, I don't want to be in the limelight as much. I don't really know. I know that Brielle used to make money. I mean, I think that was her full-time job, was like being an influencer. I don't know. I don't follow her. Does anyone follow her? Let me know if you do. Ariana starts Dancing with the Stars in a week. Okay, so who's the other person that's going to be on Dancing with the Stars? Is it Shannon Bedore? Like, I don't know if they've announced it, have they? It's amazing what people will do for money. I mean, especially when you're desperate, right? She has been a reality TV star for so long. So when that ship sailed a couple of years ago, she had nothing left to fall on. I think she's actually a nurse. I don't know if she's gotten her nurse, recertification or whatever redone again or not, but I don't really know. Can you imagine if Kim Zolciak walked in and she was your nurse? I would just die. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that is all for shout out news. Let's get into today's Jeff Lewis Live. Teddy Mellencamp, Tamra Judge. I just saw them in the audience of the Erica Jane concert. They did talk about that. I don't know. Do y'all listen to Two T's in a Pod? I do love how respectful yet opinionated that we can be. So this is a safe space. Also, all of our, the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group, it's a safe space to be able to tell your opinions, but not be so freaking rude about it, right? So I will just tell you, Tamra and Teddy, they're Two T's in a Pod. It is not my favorite podcast. I don't make a lot of time for podcasts, especially now that Jeff Lewis and his digital channel is so much extra. Oh, shout out, Zach. Oh, I was talking about your drama earlier. Let's see if Zach wants to come on. Oh, I don't know how to invite you. It's not. Zach, send me a request if you want to come on. I would love to hear if you're going to say anything more about the stuff. We were talking earlier about so many podcasters fighting. It's just crazy. Okay, we'll see if Jack. Yes, we were chatting. You were in my shout out news, of course. Anyways, so they're not my favorite. Hi, how are you?
Hi, love. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I loved your explanation on your video from yesterday. So tell everybody what you said in a nutshell.
About Sheena's show?
Yeah. Well, no, the drama with F and Adam.
Yeah, from Sheena's show on Sunday. Oh my God. So, well, we were really close. We were really good friends. We went on tour together. I mean, I've been very clear that, like, I loved this dude like my brother. We did have a falling out. It mainly stemmed from us. We were supposed to have morning show together that he pulled out of the deal, like at the very last minute, didn't tell me, told the network person, then told me in a text message. And in that same text message told me he was launching a podcast with his then fiance instead. So it kind of felt weird to me, and I kind of felt like it was a little disrespectful to our friendship, but I was still kind of willing to move forward. And I feel like after that, like, I ended up moving forward with the network, not with that specific morning show, but with a different deal, which he told me to do. He's like, I'm going to launch my own podcast, so if you want to move forward with the network, go for it, which I did. Still have a great contract with them. They just signed me again for another year, so I'm very grateful for that. And listen, we're in development with something new that when one door closes, another one opens, right?
Yeah.
So that happened, and I just feel like after that breakdown, I feel like I just felt this weird, like, energy, like he was kind of upset with me for moving forward with the network. And then I started hearing things that other people were coming to me and telling me over the next, like, couple of months, that I just didn't really feel, like they were just, like, shitty things that were being said about me.
Yeah.
So I finally started talking about it just in little bits in my podcast, because obviously people read the tension, and people would come into my lives and ask questions, and I'm always just somebody that's very open and honest and transparent about things. I would rather just address it head on, and I tried several times to be like, hey, can we talk this out? Like, I don't like the place that we're in, and I want to work on things, and I want to get to a better place, and I felt like I never had an opportunity to really be able to resolve that issue. And so we had a few tips, that we kind of went back and forth about. I mean, it's a lot to get into, but we ended up seeing each other for the first time at the Bourbon Room on Sunday at Sheena's live podcast. And I tried to be very sweet and very cordial. I saw him on stage. He was the MC for the night, so I paid him a compliment after the show. I said, hey, just want to let you know, I thought you did a very good job. Good to see you. I kind of just left it at that and politely walked away.
Yeah.
And then I ran into his husband shortly after that on my way back into the showroom. And I guess when he saw that, he wasn't happy about that. So he got up in my face and caused a big scene in front of people, which was...
I'm very disappointed nobody whipped their phone out, though, and recorded this for us all.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if... I haven't seen any footage. I wouldn't be surprised because it felt to me very performative, and it felt like, I don't know, something about it was odd and strange to me, but it was an unfortunate experience for me, because it's like I showed up to support Sheena, and I had nothing nice things to say about him after the show. I had nothing but nice things to say about her show and Heather McDonald and all of that. So, it was interesting.
How do you feel, because since he was on Juicy Scoop today, do you feel like there's alliances with podcasters and content creators, or do you feel like everyone is able to kind of keep it like, hey, I'm doing this because you're a good person to have on my show?
I will say this. I have a big mouth. So I was talking to Heather a few weeks ago about doing a podcast crossover.
Okay.
And we were talking about doing that. I reached out to her yesterday saying, hey, you did a great job at Sheena's show. I would love to still kind of do a podcast crossover. She just said, thank you. I had fun at the show. So I feel like I don't know if that same reception is still there to do the crossover. Heather's been on my show before. I have been nothing but supportive of her. And listen, she killed it at the show. The show
I saw the video.
So good.
Yeah.
And I've had nothing but nice things to say about that. I hope that there's not these weird alliances in this world, because I feel like we can all support each other and all lift each other up. Anytime I've ever done a live show, I've always brought in other content creators and collaborators to come and, be supportive and share the stage. And I have great collaborations with other YouTubers, other podcasters. So I never like to have beef, which is part of the reason I hoped, to be cool with Adam when I saw him on Sunday. And unfortunately, that just wasn't what was received or met with. And I've heard a lot of the rumors that they've spread about me that are unfortunate, because I don't feel like I've ever spread any untrue rumors. But I've heard many of them from friends, from podcasters, from, a lot of different people that have told me some of the things that have been said about me behind the scenes, which is unfortunate. Or people that have been told not to collaborate with me because it would be a betrayal to them.
Which
So,
that affects your business. You know what I mean? That's like taking money out of your pocket.
I've never told anyone not to follow them or support them or about anyone. I've never said don't do anything with somebody else. Don't, I've never made it about my friendship. I have friends that I consider good friends that have still, supported him and been on his show and whatever. And I've never made that an issue because to me, that's not an issue. As you know, we all work very hard in this industry. And, we put so much work into what we do and so much of our heart into what we do. And it's also, we're putting our names and our faces out there. And, sometimes when your name and your face is out there, people will come for you and they'll come for you personally in the comments with trolls and whatever. Yeah. And so it's a really hard thing to do. So I respect anybody that does it. And I would never try to take a penny out of their bag. Yeah.
No, I watched her video because everyone told me about it. Daily Dose of Donna, who I know y'all were on together recently. I adore her. So she had chatted about it apparently. So I wanted to go and watch it. I thought you handled yourself very well. I myself have had drama with a former co-host, so I understand how it goes. It's very tricky because you feel like when things are said and done that aren't true at all, it's like, do I give it 2 seconds of time? Or do I just go on? Somebody just said living successfully is the best revenge. And I fully agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. And I feel like, I've always just wanted to be somebody that can move forward with mutual respect. But, we all work very hard in this space. There's never an opportunity where I want anybody else to fail or not be successful at anything.
I love that.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I love that. I love what you're doing. You've got lots of support. I think there is definitely space for both of y'all to continue being successful. I hate that y'all had a fallout, but we're just going to focus on the next fallout, which is Heather McDonald and Justin Martindale, apparently.
Which I think is, I haven't heard much about it, but I will be tuning into you to get all of the tea. But I did just want to pop in here and say thank you for shouting out my show and linking out. And so many people come to me and they're like, I like your show now because, because of the shout out. So I appreciate that. And I just wanted to
Absolutely.
send some love.
Absolutely. Thanks for popping on and explaining yourself. Have a fabulous day, Zack. Make sure you follow him on YouTube, Zack Peters, and where else? YouTube and Instagram.
YouTube, Instagram. The podcast is called No Filter with Zack Peter. So go tune in. Audrina Patridge from The Hills is going to be on the show tomorrow.
Beautiful.
So we have a good show. Oh, and if anybody's been following the Tom Girardi stuff, next week I have one of the victims that's coming on the show to really mention it all.
And you and I were both at Erica Jane over the weekend. Yes. And did you get as much crap as I did from other people for attending her show? Like, why are you supporting that girl?
I always get crap, and I tune it out. If you're shouting from the drain, then, you smell like sewer.
Oh, my God. I love that so much. I love that.
It was a great show. I had a blast. Anybody that, wants to go and support, go and support. Anybody that doesn't want to go and support, a million other shows you can go to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
Bye, Zack. Have an amazing day. Okay, that was fun. Yeah, he was at her show, I think, both days. So let's get back. If you haven't watched, he did give a great explanation of his falling out with them. I'm going to steal that line too, Christina. If you're shouting from the drain, you're going to smell like sewage. Wow, that was good. That was good. Okay, so Teddy and Tamara clearly were at the Erica Jane show to support her. I'm sure they'll get some crap about it. They're not my favorite podcasters. I was saying before Zack came on with us, it just feels like a pissing contest between them. I don't know. It just feels like they're always trying to one-up each other. They're trying to talk over each other. They've been doing Two Teas in a Pod so long together. I guess I would think they would have more of a mesh by now. But I do think anyone with Jeff Lewis, if you get 2 seconds of Jeff Lewis's time, I think everyone wants more, right? So maybe it's only when they're on Jeff Lewis. I do feel like a little bit of that I hear on Two Teas in a Pod podcast. I'm not really sure. So let me know what you think. Oh, you think they're two similar personalities, maybe? I think that it's so childish. Zack is clearly the only adult in that room. Good point. Good point. Code Jeff30 on VenusCBD.com. It's the same discount that's going on there right now, though. Apparently, there's a Labor Day sale, and it's 30% off today, too. Oh, Shelly says today's Jeff was boring. I didn't write a lot down. It is Monroe's first day of school. Tomorrow, first grade. Jeff is going to be carpooling. It sounds like enough. Thank you for the new follows. I appreciate it. Gossip to Gossip. I love that name. Gossip to Gossip. I thought Teddy was so immature on today's Jeff Lewis Live when she said Tamara didn't mention. Oh, yes. Don't mention the other guy hooked up. Yeah. And it was like, if you wouldn't have said that, Teddy, no one would have known there was another guy to mention. And clearly, I made a story about it whenever she mentioned the other hookup. So they all want their name said. We can go back to the Bethenny Frankel of it all. We know that Bethenny Frankel, everyone wants their name said, whether it's negative. What is it? There's no bad press. Is that what they say? I forget what it's called. Is there video for, I think so, because I see clips. Is there video for Tamara and Teddy's 2 T's in a pod? Most everything. Oh, Gigi, I love that. Gossip to Gossip. Honestly, I think I've loved video for so long. I just think it gives us a connection to chat together more. That's why I don't do a traditional audio podcast only. I do want to chat about that. But I do think a lot of people do a video version of their podcast now on YouTube. So shout out to YouTube and to my friend Jenny at Bravo and Blaze. I adore her. She gave me the advice to make sure I was throwing up my videos early on YouTube. And I kind of poo-pooed YouTube because my own children a year ago when I started this fan account were like, Mom, nobody gets on YouTube anymore. That is not true. There are so many people. Clearly, there's 122 of you here live on YouTube right now. There's 145 of you here on Instagram Live. And then y'all watch the replay. So there are a lot of people on YouTube. So I feel like somebody just mentioned MJ. They have their video podcast, Till the Dirt, up on YouTube now. Juicy Scoop is up there. Daily Dose of Donna. So if somebody has the video option, I'm going to do that versus just listening to it because I do like that. So somebody asked who I think Jeff's stinky friend is. Okay, so on the after show was Mercedes Javid and Jamie Kennedy. I only got to listen to half of it, y'all, because like I said, I am trying to make my podcast situation a little more professional. I've got a microphone here, but I don't have it on yet because I need the right chair. I need some stuff. So I popped over to Home Goods. I haven't been able to listen to it all yet. But he was saying, I'm not the stinky one. Like, I might look nasty, but I'm actually not the smelly one. He said that Jeff gave him a really good smell test this morning. I can't figure out who it is, though. My kids only watch YouTube. Yeah, kids, it's huge to watch YouTube. I think kids even watch a lot of TikTok nowadays, but I don't know. He told him his shirt stunk last time. Y'all, and I think he lives with his girlfriend. He's got a girlfriend of 4 years. So, when you're just an out and out bachelor, yeah, you're a little more nasty, but I think he smells fine. Oh my God, Gigi, thank you. Thank you so much. I adore you. What's the next thing to YouTube? I don't know what that means. Consuelo. I love the name. I prefer YouTube, but I also wish everything was on YouTube. Yeah, I have a YouTube. Oh, Life with somebody has a YouTube channel. Hold on, I'll shout you out. Life. Where did it go? Shitfire. Oh, Life with Bear, R.I.P. I have a YouTube channel. TikTok is not a safe platform, folks. Do your research. I know, but I'm over there. Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Follow me. Subscribe. Oh, Alicia said I'm a big Zack follower. Thank you for following me, or finding me. I started chatting with him yesterday because I tagged him in a story and I think he reposted it. We started chatting via DM. I know that Daily Dose of Donna was just on with him and I adore her. I haven't yet listened to their podcast together. I think they went live. I don't know. So I need to find that. But No Filter with Zack Peter did a collab with Daily Dose of Donna. So I need to go listen to that for sure. Yes. Yeah, YouTube is good. And for anyone that's so confused on why Jeff Lewis went off YouTube, that's not his official channel. So whoever it is putting up, they're recording the Sirius XM video from start to finish. They were putting it up there. And I guess they were also asking for donations, which is understandable. They are taking their time and effort to put that up there. But I think somebody told me they were asking money as if it was really Jeff Lewis. So that's where I start getting, like, even if anyone gets confused, first of all, on all of my social media, it's a picture of me. It's not a picture of Jeff Lewis, and it says Jeff Lewis Obsessed, and I clearly state that I'm a fan account. So I don't like for anyone to think that I'm affiliated or anything to do with Jeff Lewis, right? He was well aware of me. He knows who I am, fully supports me. He's commented on my stuff. He's come in my Instagram live comments before. I've met him multiple times, but I am not affiliated with Jeff Lewis. So that YouTube channel gets taken down every once in a while because it is copyright infringement. So they get it taken down. Oh my gosh, you're going to a Celebrity Jeopardy taping. Can you imagine if Jeff was on? I think Jeff would tell us. Jeopardy? I don't think he's that smart. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Fickia says, Sarah for Serious Jeff Lewis Live recap. Okay, so what did y'all think of the recap show? Like I said, I only made it to halfway through. I know they were talking about like shaving your, pubic hairs and all the kinds of stuff. And, I understand that, and I respect that each of us like a different set of hosts. But I will say, I wish Jamie Kennedy was a little more into the Jeff Lewis culture or into the sphere. I feel like he's so out of it. Also, he has nothing to do with Bravo. He doesn't watch the shows. He doesn't like them. I don't know. For me personally, I think you got to have a little more of that. Like that turns me off. Like he was saying today, I don't know anything about Tamara. I don't know anything about Teddy. MJ does, but he also doesn't know all the ins and outs of the chumps and all that kind of stuff. So to me, that's important. But I love that we can all like different things. Michelle says, I want more calls taken on the after show. Yeah, I mean, I listened to halfway through and there were no calls. So I wasn't ready. I didn't know when they went into calls. Chris Courts can't really call it an after show. So yeah, they don't really, I guess they did talk about the show because they were talking about Teddy and Tamara. They talked about the win. They were making fun of them, talking about the win. The win is so good to us. Yeah, Michael Rappaport loves Bravo. Yeah, he is good. Everyone loves Doug, myself included, Kaylin says. Oh my God, Doug is so good. Nick, you called in today? Did you get through? So Nick is the guy that about last year, maybe he called in from Puerto Rico and he asked, I think for Patty Stanger's advice on how to get a man. And she told him to give him an example of his coming on to somebody. And she was like, oh, you don't have any riz. You need to work on that. But he couldn't figure out how to call into it. Oh, Christina called into the after show today. Okay, so I'm going to have to finish the last half of it, and I will do that. In November that was on, okay. Oh, somebody says, don't miss Brandy and Julie at all. Can anyone, I asked this yesterday, is anyone that was a Patreon paid member still a Patreon member for Brandy and Julie? Or did you, tell me in comments, did you become a Patreon member and you like their content and once they got fired from Sirius and you never did before? I'm kind of curious, total, did they lose more Patreon members or did they gain more Patreon members? I don't want anyone to not be successful. I don't love how they came after me. Unwarranted, in my opinion. Very much so. But somebody alluded yesterday, I think, that they said something again about calling me Connie Chung on their Patreon. And I'm like, stop. I never did anything to y'all. I promoted y'all. I talked about y'all. I didn't come after you hard. And I sent a lot of people to listen to your Patreon. You know what I mean? So anyways, no Patreon for you over on YouTube. Consuelo, what'd you say? He's not into that. Neither am I. I enjoy a new perspective. I love Jamie. He's hilarious with his personal stories. Yeah, you signed up after they got fired. That was about it. What I still don't know, do you think Tamara had the popsicle in her front or her back? I don't even know that it would go up the back before it would completely melt. I think it could go up the front quicker, but I was curious on that. They started to wonder about that. Alyssa on the after show was saying that she assumed it went in the back. I don't know. I was so confused on that. I couldn't really understand. My guess is people paid the $1 to hear their side, but then canceled. You think the back? Okay, interesting. I can totally see her and Eddie into that for sure. I listened to that podcast. It was her vag. Okay, thank you. Dolly Girl for the win. Let me know it was her vag, not her butt. Her butt. I love the word butt. Lots of backdoor with Eddie. Ooh. It's not those pellets. It ain't going there. Oh, wait. The pellets do not go up your butthole, do they? No, I thought they cut you a little bit. My girlfriend's had them done, but she never said it went up her butthole. The hormone pellets, is that what y'all are talking about? She said it was, yeah. No, but they've talked about a lot of butt stuff. A lot of butt stuff. Oh my God. They go in your hip. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, pellets go in your hip. Kelly Dodd had her surgery and was about her backside. I don't know what that means, Christy. There's different ways oh God, now I'm confused. Yes. Bryn said something that for sure. They're just on your hip, your cheek. Okay. Has anyone lost weight with their hormones like Erica Jane has supposedly? Tamara said it was a tasty freeze. Oh my God. Anyways. Thank you so much for joining live. I adore talking to y'all. We do this every weekday at 12 o'clock Pacific. The replays go up instantly on my Jeff Lewis Obsessed channel on YouTube and on my Instagram. I'm also on TikTok. There's a Facebook group, a Facebook page. Everything is under Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Please, 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 when you see my videos, please just hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. It does so much for my engagement, though, and really helps other chumpettes to find their way here. So if you love reality TV, if you love Jeff Lewis Live, you will love it here. So thank you so much for joining. And shout out to Zack Peters. I think a lot of y'all came on because y'all noticed that he was live. And so a lot of you didn't know about me. So basically I cover all reality TV gossip, especially if it's related to Jeff Lewis and the Jeff Lewis world. So thank you for joining us so much. Bye, Chumpettes. Always smash the... Oh, thank you, Kaylin. Smash the like button. Thank you.